Hello, I'm Craig Gentry, and in today's video we're going to introduce a new style of video to the channel, and we're going to call it Cooking with Craig or Craig's Cooking or something. I don't know. It's a working title right now. I've actually really wanted to do cooking videos ever since I started this channel, and I just haven't started yet, but I recently got a brand new smoker. It's a Masterbuilt Gravity Series 800, so I thought that'd be a great excuse to fire up the cameras and the smoker at the same time. As you can see, it's kind of dark out tonight. I'm going to do my first overnight smoke with this cooker. So we're going to fire up the smoker and do a low and slow traditional southern style barbecue pulled pork tonight. Now what I have here is a 9-pound bone-in Boston butt. Sometimes you'll see this labeled as a picnic shoulder. It's just a regular one from the grocery store. Nothing special about it. Doesn't come from a special butcher or nothing like that. This is a great big old huge chunk of meat. So I really like to go heavy with the seasoning, and today we're going to be using something new I've never used before. This is from Meat Church. It's called the Holy Gospel rub. This is a very kind of simple, tried and true rub. It's very kind of classic for barbecue. Now I always do a dry brine on a pork shoulder. What that means is I cover the meat with kosher salt the night before, and then I wrap it with saran wrap. And overnight what that does is it liquefies that salt and it soaks into the meat a little bit. It helps tenderize it. Obviously it adds some flavor. And also it helps absorb the smoke flavor. So it does a lot of things, and I think it goes really well with barbecue. A lot of people don't dry brine their pork shoulders. I do. I think it really helps sets it off. And I like my barbecue a little on the salty side. And I think if you have salt, pepper, and smoke, you've nailed it. And nothing else really is needed. If you do it right, you don't really even need sauce. That's just there for added flavor if you like it. So let's get this pork butt seasoned up with this Holy Gospel and fire up the smoker, and we're gonna go to bed. You can feel free to go pretty heavy on these seasonings, on these big cuts of meat like this. And shred it. Once this gets cooked up and shredded apart, you'll be glad that you did. Don't forget the sides over here. Get this entire thing covered really well with this seasoning. First is down here in front of the camera helping me. A lot of times I go on with a yellow mustard binder. It helps the seasoning stick to the meat, but since I dry brined it last night, it's plenty wet that it's grabbing onto this seasoning and holding onto it just fine. Now this is the fat cap side here. I did score that so you get a little bit more surface area. What I mean by scoring is I cut diamonds into it so it gets a little bit more, you get some cracks in there, you get a little more surface area for rub, and a little salt will kind of creep down into that whenever it liquefies. Okay, I've got plenty of seasoning on this pork shoulder. I'm going to let this sweat in for about 15-20 minutes. In that time I'm going to light up the smoker, get that thing rolling, and I'll be back here in just a few minutes. Alright, it's 10 p.m. I got the shoulder on. What I'm really hoping for tonight is that I've got enough fuel in the hopper. Hopefully it burns efficiently enough that it doesn't go through all of that and put the fire out. Also, I'm hoping that the electronics don't freak out. They're not as reliable as you would like sometimes, and they will kick your fan off and the fire will just go out. So hopefully that doesn't happen tonight. I'm gonna sit up with it for about an hour before I go to bed. Make sure it's still running good. Check the hopper, see if I need to add any more wood and charcoal to it. And after that, I'm just gonna go to bed, I guess.
One eternity later.
All right, 7 o'clock in the morning. Whenever I come out, the smoker was still rolling at 223, so that's great. It held temp all night long. The pork shoulder right now is reading 161, so I'm going to let it go a little bit longer. I'm going to try to let it hit 175 before I pull it and wrap it. Okay, it's now 10 a.m. The temp is right at 175, so it's time to pull it off the smoker and wrap it up in a foil pan. I'm going to leave this probe inserted so that way whenever I wrap it up I can still take a reading off of it. But to the foil pan here, I'm going to add some things before we put it back under the heat. I'm going to start off by adding some more of my gospel rub here. Dust the top of it really good with that. Not a whole lot sticks, and that's okay. Some of that's going to go down into the pan. And I'm going to add some apple cider to the pan. Probably about a cup. That's about a cup right there. Sprinkle a little bit of brown sugar on top. Now, because I was smoking it overnight, I wasn't able to come out and spritz it, so it is looking a little dry on the surface, but that's where the wrap comes in. This will help rehydrate it, soften up the bark. This butter is also going to help. This is a half a stick of butter. Got sliced up. Add that to it. That big one right on top. So we've added more of our rub on top. We've added about a cup of apple cider to the pan, have a stick of butter on top, underneath some brown sugar. So now it's time to wrap this back up in foil. I'm going to wrap this up as tight as I can. Make sure this probe is out. Okay, we now got this wrapped. We're gonna return it to the heat and let it cook for another couple of hours before we let it rest. Okay, at about 12:30, it hit 205 like I wanted, and I turned off the smoker and just kind of let it in there to sit and rest a little bit. The temperature did creep up a little bit more, but it should be good to go. Now I'm going to pull it out, shred it up, and get the bone out, and get this thing ready to eat. Let's open it up and see how we did. So you can see how all that moisture kind of reincorporated itself back into the meat. It looks very, very tender now. Oh yeah, look at that. I mean, no resistance whatsoever, man. Oh yeah, that looks good. See if we can get this bone out of here. Clean bone pull. I mean, there's pretty much no meat stuck to that bone. Look at that. Man, this is tender. We'll come off that bone there. Look at how red that is right there on that smoke penetration. Take a look. That looks really good. Oh yeah, it looks fantastic. Man, get that, it just pushes apart. We'll take off some of this fat cap here. I don't want to eat all that. Man, that looks good. Right there's the very middle of it. You see how much the smoke penetration it got. Now this is something that I did not see on my electric smoker, is that penetration. I think that's what you get from the charcoal. That really makes a big difference. Can't wait to taste this. Pulling out some of this fat. Aspen doesn't like the fat too much. Man, it's just falling apart. It looks so good. Look at that. Man, that looks beautiful. Got a little bit of bark on there. I'm gonna have to try a bite real quick. Let's see how we did here. Mmm. That is unbelievable. Mmm. It's smoky, it's salty. Man, that's good. It's tender. That's just the right bite. Look at that. That looks so good. Man, this is the best barbecue I've ever made. And I'm not even exaggerating. Mmm. I swear the more I pull it apart, the better it looks. Look at this. Man, it looks good. Mmm. Look at that. Alright, this is looking perfect. I'm going to make a sandwich real quick. This here is Nos barbecue sauce. This is the sauce that I grew up on. They're local to Lake City. They opened up a second location in downtown Paducah, Kentucky. I'm going to make a sandwich with this real quick. It's my favorite sauce. You can get this and also the Masterbuilt Gravity Series. at Kentucky Barbecue Supply, downtown Paducah. Awesome store. Christmas is coming up. Men are super hard to buy for. I guarantee you they got something that they want. I will leave a link down in the description below so you can check out their site. They ship all over the country. So be sure to check those out and make a sandwich real quick and try this out. This is a weird sauce to describe. I can't really describe it. It's kind of like a southwestern tangy sweet vibe to it. Definitely not spicy. They make a spicy version, but I like this kind of sweet and mild one. Some of this fatty barky stuff right here. Put that on there. Yeah, that looks good. Now cover the top of this here with some more of this no sauce. Smash that down. This is about to get messy, y'all. Man. I'm not exaggerating. This is the best barbecue I've ever made. Man, these cold December weekends, I'd much rather sit out here and smoke some pork during the summertime whenever it's blazing hot. Alright guys, I got a house full of company in here. I'm going to get up here and serve this for lunch. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button down below. Click the bell to get notified. Follow me on Instagram at I am Craig Gentry, and I'll see you on the next time. Thanks.